AITA for prioritizing my plans over my MIL needing to go to the hospital. 33F. My husband James is 35. My MIL is 61. She has 4 children. My husband is the youngest. And for whatever reason, my husband is the only one she goes to for anything. Whether she needs money, a ride, help doing yard work, help with literally anything, actually. It has been a cause of tension in my marriage several times, and I admittedly threatened divorce probably 6-ish months ago due to it because we had a newborn at home, and his mom, for whatever reason, all of a sudden needed him 20x more than normal after I gave birth, easily 4 days a week. So I threatened divorce. He stepped up to the plate. Now he only helps his mom maybe once every couple weeks. She never comes here, met our 7-month-old once for 2 seconds. It's been great since that point, honestly. Anyways, on to the issue. My best friend moved out of state 5 years ago, is back in town for 3 nights. We planned to go out to a restaurant in town around 5 p.m. yesterday evening, and then out for a few drinks afterwards at my father's pub. This has been planned almost 2 months in advance. My husband had our baby. It was my first night away since giving birth. Literally never even went to the grocery store without the baby. But around 7 to 7:30 p.m., my husband calls saying that he needs to bring his mom to the hospital and asked me to come home so I can take the baby and he can take my car. His is currently not working. I asked what she needed to go to the hospital for, and he said, "Does that really matter right now? I need you home." I told him it does matter, actually, because depending on the level of urgency, she literally has 4 other options. One of her other 3 kids, who even live closer to her, or an ambulance. He admits to me that she didn't tell him what she needed to go to the hospital for, but since he was in a panic, I should come home so he can rush out. I said something to the affect of, "It's convenient that my first night away from the home since giving birth, and now all of a sudden your mother is in need of urgent hospitalization. I think I will actually stay right here. Maybe you should figure out what your mom is going for and then get back to me." I then hang up. He calls me probably 15 or so minutes later. He's pissed off and raising his voice at me. Says that apparently his mom had tripped and hurt her ankle, and that's why she needed to go to the hospital. I asked if she was walking, and he says yes, she is. So I told him to call one of his siblings. I shouldn't have to cut my night short with my best friend, whom I haven't seen in years, because his mother wants him to cater to her every move. I went home around midnight. When I get home, he is pissed, saying that I prioritized my plans in a family emergency. I told him it didn't really seem like an emergency to me, and asked him if she went to the hospital. He said, "No, she says she is fine now, but that's not the point." I argued that was the whole point, actually, and told him I was glad I didn't ruin my night over a fake emergency. I then took over with the baby and brought her to bed. He's still pissed at me and says, "This changes everything, because me putting priority on fun time over what could have been a bad situation makes him look at me differently." I'm unfazed, honestly. AITA?